Anointed Communications.
You all right? Yes. Fantastic. My name is Blessing Mandipira, like Mr. Tafara has rightly said. And I'm going to talk to you about a subject matter that I've simply entitled Be Hungry. And I'm just here for about 30 minutes at most. All right? 30 minutes at most. And one of the things that we have been taught is time management. As a speaker, you want to make sure that if you've been given 30 minutes, if you go yonder than that, then the audience will not tolerate it. So I'll make sure that I'll be here for at most 30 minutes. How many of us in this place have dreams? Got a dream? Excellent. Excellent. My speech is entitled Be Hungry. I want you to look at the person to your right and say, Be hungry. Be hungry. Come on, say it with passion and emotion and feeling. That's right. Be hungry. Hunger is an extreme desire for something. I'm a Toastmaster. And when I started speaking, because I wasn't trained to speak, and I joined an organization called Toastmasters International Organization. When I delivered my first speech, a lady who evaluated my presentation says to me, Blessing, you are not cut out for speaking. And considering your height, I would therefore suggest that you try basketball. I was devastated. My spirit was crushed. And at that point in time, I began to look for something that I could use to starve my doubts to death and cause my faith to rise. And two words came right into my mind. The words were, be hungry. Be hungry. And I say to you, you have got a dream. In fact, the reason why you are here is because there's something that you would love to achieve. Whether it's a 5-year program, whether it's by the end of the year, whatever it is, I want you to know that it's possible for you to live a dream. Yes. As I'm talking to you, when I started out, I was a gardener. 10 years ago, I was a garden boy, looking after the church and being laughed at and being told that, what would you amount to? Who are you? What kind of a person do you think you can be? And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that it has not been an easy road. But I began to use the 3-step plan that I'm going to share with you. And I say to you, in order for you to achieve your dream, to live your dream, the first point of call is for you to believe in yourself. Yes. To believe in yourself, that you have something special in you. You were born for greatness and you can achieve your dream. As I'm talking to you, I never thought I would be standing before you right now. But because I had a sense of self-belief, I say to myself, hey, I can do it. Yes, how many of you have been told that you are zero? You are zero. There is nothing that you can do. When you look at yourself, when you look at your complexion, somehow you begin to say, hey, I wish I was light in complexion. And someone who is light is saying, hey, I wish I was dark in complexion. And somehow your sense of self-belief has just been demeaned. And I'm here to tell you that the beginning of every dream is for you to have a sense of self-belief. In 1954, the belief was on the planet nobody could run a mile in 4 minutes. And there came along a man called Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute record barrier. And when he did it, several other athletes did it, including high school students. More than 20,000 people in 1 month. What changed? The only thing that changed, ladies and gentlemen, is that they believed that if Roger did it, I can also do it. And I say to you, today you've been celebrating people that have been honored because they chose to separate themselves from being average. And as I look at you, I say, you have something in you. Can you raise your sense of self-belief? In 2012, I had an opportunity to leave for South Africa to represent Zimbabwe in public speaking contest after having been voted the best speaker. And when I went there in South Africa representing Zimbabwe in the regional contest, whilst we were there, in a room with 20 other contestants, one of the gentlemen said, "Hey, do you see that gentleman over there? He has been speaking for the past 10 years. He's been a Toastmaster for the past 10 years. And the man is just an amazing speaker." And somehow I was almost talked out of the contest. But I had read a book that was written by John C. Maxwell, a leadership guru from America. He wrote a book called Failing Forward. Now I said to myself, hey, could I try? Do I lose anything by just gathering that courage and saying, let me just try? And tell you what, I was the only black person there. And we had an audience of about 750 expectant faces. All of them were white. And I was the only black person there. And I was given a speech entitled, in the impromptu speech, a speech entitled, My Left Leg. I went on the stage, looked at about 750 expectant faces, all of them white. And I said, you. And also you. And you right at the back, you don't have to think about it. You don't want to think about it because there's power in my left leg. I raised up and I kissed. I said, mwah. I said, there's power in my left leg. I remember the other time when I was walking in the streets of Harare, and the street kid wanted to mess around with my wife. What did I do? She's right here. I said, I'll kill you.
With my left leg.
I'll destroy you. I'll kill you. I said, there's power in my left leg. It is because of the power of my left leg that when I approached the one that I call my beloved today, and I was walking like this.
Left leg.
She had no option but to say, baby, I do. And today, we are happily married because of the power of my left leg. The judge stood up and gave me a thunderous standing ovation, just like what he did, and said, Blessing, you have done very well. You have represented your country very well. You've come out second place. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, how did that happen? I believed in myself. Had I looked back and said, hey, a garden boy standing in front of 750 expectant faces, white people, and I'm the only black person and my accent is not that good, and looked at all the limitations that I possess, I would not have done it. And I'm saying to you, as you look at a dream, you want to believe in yourself. Say, I believe in myself.
I believe.
Come on, say it again.
I believe.
Come on, say it again.
I believe.
That's right, give me 5.
I believe in myself.
4.
I believe in myself.
3.
I believe in myself.
2.
I believe in myself.
1.
I believe in myself.
Come on, give yourself a round of applause. That's right. That's the first point of call. If ever you're going to live your dream and collapse that time which you should take to make the dream a reality, you have to believe in yourself. And number 2, Zivai, I hope you're taking care of my time. Thank you. Number 2, the power of association. Those of you that are writing notes, the power of association. Who are your friends? Say detoxify your life.
Detoxify your life.
That's right, because there are some people that are toxic. People that I call energy vampires. In my book, Desolate Audience, I write about people that I call energy vampires. They deplete your energy. Before you know it, Zimbabwe will be the worst country to be in. And are we saying that there's no money in Zimbabwe? It's not true. There's a lot of money in Zimbabwe. But the question is, the relationships that we surround ourselves with, what are those relationships doing to you? I love what Henry David Thoreau from America and also Ralph Waldo Emerson, every time they met, they would ask each other a question. What is it that you have read in the past 1 month? What is it? What book have you read to make sure that you have a competitive advantage over other competitors in your business as you do what you do? How are you sharpening your mind? Because people don't live life as it is. They live life as they are. What is the quality of your mind? Hello? Hello? You there?
Yes.
Yes. You gotta find people that add value in your life. You gotta surround yourself with people that matter. People that just causes your mind to go to the next level. I'm telling you, I was a garden boy. You can imagine looking after the church, a church like this. What caused me to be standing before you right today? I changed here. Here. Changing the quality of the mind. And you have to be involved in terms of reading. You have to be involved with people that have a better dimension of life than you. You must never, ever surround yourself with people that deplete your energy, people that kill your passion, people that don't have a sense of mission. There are some people that do not know where they're going. And you better not surround yourself with such kind of people. Last year in 2013, I had an opportunity to leave for South Africa to watch some of the best speakers we have in the universe. For the past 5-10 years, I've been going to South Africa. At Sandton Convention Center, there were speakers that were there. Robert Kiyosaki, the man who wrote the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Some of you, in fact, many of you have read that book. Yes. Les Brown, one of the best motivational speakers we have in the universe. T. Harv Eker, the man who wrote The Millionaire Mindset. All those speakers were there in South Africa. And guess what? I've been traveling to South Africa for the past 5 years by bus. But this time, I flew. I arrived at O Tambo Airport in 1 hour, 40 minutes. Untired, unexhausted, feeling fresh. Was escorted from the airport to Sandton Convention Center. The car is an S320. It's a nice it. Stayed in a 5-star hotel for 5 days. Hello? Yes. Sometimes you just feel like giving yourself a clap and say, hey, is this blessing? Are you blessing? Because you can't believe it. Hey, guess who had paid? I had not paid for myself. The person who had paid for me is the chief executive officer of one of the blue chip companies from Zimbabwe. I had done coaching with him in terms of public speaking, and he says, Blessing, of course I paid you for your raise, but I also want to seed in you. All expenses paid. Not even a cent. And I tell you what, the cost was more than 1,500 US. What changed? How was that possible? The people that you associate yourself with. What are those relationships doing to you? Find people that matter in your life. Do away with people that demean your self-esteem. Do away with people that look down upon you. Do away with people that think that in Zimbabwe money is gone, is never available anyway. Do away with people that forever living is not working. This works. The fact that you were celebrating people that have been given accolades for excellence and for achievement, that tells you that this thing works. Are you willing to work the system to make sure that you get the kind of results that others are getting? Because if you begin to do those things that they are doing, you're guaranteed that you will also get the kind of results that they got today. So the power of association matters. The power of association. Say the power of association. The power of association. That's right. My last point is, how many of us know that all of us in this place are salespeople? Yes, I see some people are doubting. But let me clarify that. All of us are salespeople. We engage in conversations on a daily basis. When you get into an aeroplane, or when you are in a combi, kutaura kwako iwewe kungotanga kuburitsa mashoko so andika the world is going to judge you according to the words that are coming out of your mouth. And what kind of words comes out of your mouth when you begin to speak? So that's selling. People will say, can I engage in business transactions with this kind of a person who speaks like this? So all of us are salespeople, and your ability to sell will separate you from others. You've got to develop your selling skills. I heard a story about a certain executive who was walking down the streets of Harare. And as he was walking, different salespeople began to ask him for a shoe shine. The first salesperson says, excuse me, sir, please can I shine your shoes? Said, no, I'm busy. So he kept on walking. The second one said, excuse me, sir, please can I shine your shoes? Said, no, I'm busy. So he kept on walking. The third one said, excuse me, sir, please can I shine your shoes? Said, no, I'm busy. Until he reached the fifth salesperson who said 97, 98, 99, 100. He said, excuse me, sir, just to thank God for another year of life. Today is my birthday. And each time the 100th person passes by, I offer that person a shoe shine. Would you give me the honor, please? The young man, he said to have polished and shined the shoes diligently until they were looking sparkling clean. And after he was done, as the executive man was going, he looked back and said, young man, how much do you usually charge for a shoe shine? He said, only $5, sir. He says, today's a birthday. Yes, $10. And you can keep the change. When the executive man was going, the young man, he said to have looked in the opposite direction and said 97, 98, 99, 100. What are we saying? The ability to sell and to have a creative mindset will separate you from other salespeople. If you are doing the same thing that is not working, you got to change your approach. Do things differently so that you have a competitive advantage over others. Last year but one, I had an opportunity to sell. I sell books, motivational books, inspirational books, and my books. So I was by Rock Foundation, selling to the staff members of Rock Foundation. I parked my car there, and I saw Dr. Kereke passing by. I saw him the first time pass by. I was hesitant, I was afraid to approach him. He came back for the second time. I was hesitant, could not still gather the courage to approach him. He came back for the third time. Still, I was afraid. He came back for the fourth time. I said, if you